discovering a balanced, resilient, and mindful way to live is timeless wisdom, beautifully encapsulated in Buddha's teachings. From Be Where You Are, Otherwise, You Will Miss Your Life by Buddha, to Knowing Yourself is the beginning of all wisdom from Aristotle. The insights we seek have been a pursuit across history and cultures. Today, science validates much of what ancient philosophers practiced intuitively, from the emotional resilience that compassion fosters to the stress-reducing power of mindfulness. By blending Buddhist philosophy with modern psychological and neuroscientific insights, we can cultivate Buddha's mindset in our daily lives. This guide explores 11 transformative practices, each with targeted exercises, that bring these teachings into today's world. From mastering the art of non-attachment and embracing impermanence to practicing gratitude and adopting a beginner's mindset, these steps create a roadmap for navigating life's ups and downs with clarity and calm. Through simple actions and mindfulness, discover the potential to reshape your mindset and find peace and purpose in each moment. Practice mindfulness daily. Mindfulness is a central concept in Buddhist teachings, forming the foundation for mental clarity and self-awareness. Buddha emphasized mindfulness as a tool for observing one's mind and actions, fostering a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. Research by neuroscientists like Sarah Lazar has demonstrated that regular mindfulness meditation strengthens areas of the brain involved in emotional regulation, self-control, and resilience, notably the prefrontal cortex. Practicing mindfulness daily can increase concentration, reduce stress, and encourage a peaceful mind. Exercise. Begin each morning with a 5 to 10 minute mindfulness session. Focus solely on your breathing, noticing sensations and any drifting thoughts without reacting or judging. By observing these experiences neutrally, you develop a stronger ability to manage stress and reactivity throughout the day. This daily commitment can also serve as an anchor for your attention, a skill beneficial in both personal and professional contexts. Over time, this practice becomes easier and can be extended into other parts of your day, enhancing emotional stability and presence in each task. This exercise is widely supported by scientific studies, such as those by Jon Kabat-Zinn, a leading figure in mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. Kabat-Zinn's work highlights that consistent mindfulness practice not only reduces anxiety but also enhances positive emotions and overall mental well-being. A growing body of research supports that mindfulness improves quality of life and is effective in treating conditions like anxiety, depression, and chronic pain. Embracing a simple daily routine of mindfulness meditation brings these scientifically validated benefits into everyday life, grounding you in Buddha's principles with a practice that aligns with modern psychology and neuroscience. Cultivate compassion, karuna. Compassion, or karuna in Buddhist philosophy, is more than an emotion. It's a fundamental mindset that fosters empathy, kindness, and understanding toward others. The Buddha taught that compassion toward oneself and others helps cultivate inner peace and enhances personal relationships. Research from neuroscientist Tanya Singer has shown that practicing compassion has positive effects on the brain, specifically by activating areas involved in reward, empathy, and emotional processing. Studies suggest that compassionate individuals experience lower stress levels, greater resilience, and an increased sense of connection with others. Exercise. Start each day with a compassion meditation. Visualize sending love, understanding, and kindness first to yourself, then extend these feelings toward a loved one, someone neutral, and finally towards someone you find challenging. This mental practice can shift your perspective, encouraging you to respond with empathy and patience rather than judgment. Over time, the practice of compassion meditation has been shown to cultivate emotional resilience and reduce anxiety, as noted in the work of psychologist Kristin Neff, who advocates for self-compassion as a powerful tool for enhancing mental well-being. Compassion is essential in modern psychological approaches like dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, and has become a key concept in mental health therapies aimed at improving interpersonal skills. The scientific literature shows that those who practice compassion experience enhanced life satisfaction, lower levels of stress, and a more balanced mood. Regularly practicing compassion thus aligns with Buddhist teachings, blending ancient wisdom with contemporary psychological insights that improve emotional resilience and nurture positive social connections, making everyday interactions more fulfilling. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. Embrace impermanence, anicca. Impermanence, or anicca, is a fundamental Buddhist concept that teaches us to accept that everything in life is transient. Buddha explained that understanding impermanence helps alleviate suffering by reducing our attachment to things, people, and outcomes that will inevitably change. This mindset allows us to face loss, failure, and change with resilience and flexibility. Psychologists like Georgia Bonanno, who specializes in resilience, argue that accepting impermanence is essential for overcoming adversity and finding peace amid change. Exercise. Each evening, reflect on a positive experience from the day, acknowledging that while it brought joy, it was temporary. This exercise reinforces the ability to appreciate moments without clinging to them, fostering gratitude for the present rather than a desire for permanence. Positive psychology suggests that reflecting on impermanence helps people maintain a balanced perspective, reducing anxiety and encouraging a mindset open to both highs and lows. By consciously recognizing that all things pass, you train your mind to be more adaptable, which leads to a sense of calm even in challenging situations. Embracing impermanence has clear scientific backing in studies on acceptance and resilience. Psychological research by Acceptance and Commitment Therapy, ACT, practitioners highlights that people who recognize life's transitory nature often handle setbacks with more grace and optimism. They also show lower levels of distress when faced with uncertainty. Thus, adopting a practice of reflecting on impermanence builds emotional strength, enabling you to manage life's ups and downs without excessive attachment or disappointment. This principle of Buddhist philosophy, supported by modern psychology, fosters a mindset that is prepared for the unpredictable nature of life. Develop equanimity. Equanimity, or mental balance, is a central aspect of Buddha's teachings, empowering individuals to remain calm and composed in the face of both pleasure and pain. Buddha taught that equanimity enables us to accept experiences as they come without being swayed by extremes of happiness or sorrow. Psychological research by mindfulness expert Richard Davidson reveals that cultivating equanimity strengthens emotional stability and improves mental well-being, helping people react less impulsively to difficult situations. Exercise. During a challenging moment, pause to take a deep breath and identify your emotions without letting them dictate your response. Labeling emotions, such as anger or fear, as they arise can reduce their impact, a technique rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Psychologist Dan Siegel explains that labeling emotions is key to developing what he calls mindful awareness, a skill that keeps our reactions measured and thoughtful. This process of identifying and observing emotions helps foster an unbiased perspective, a core element of equanimity. Practicing equanimity has also been linked to improved relationships and self-regulation, as it reduces reactivity. Studies show that individuals who regularly practice emotional regulation techniques like this are better equipped to handle stressful situations with grace and clarity. Equanimity, then, is not a form of detachment, but rather a balanced engagement with life that prevents us from being pulled into emotional extremes. By strengthening equanimity, we can make sound decisions, enhance emotional intelligence, and approach challenges with a sense of calm, making it easier to navigate life's complexities. Focus on the present moment. Focusing on the present is central to Buddhist philosophy, as Buddha believed that true contentment comes from being fully immersed in each moment. This practice of presence counters the tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future, both of which contribute to stress and distraction. Researchers like Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, known for his work on flow, have shown that staying present enhances happiness and engagement. When we focus entirely on a task, we enter a state of flow, which boosts productivity, fulfillment, and creativity. Exercise. Begin by gently redirecting your attention to the present moment whenever you notice your mind wandering. For example, during mundane activities like washing dishes or walking, immerse yourself in each sensory detail, the sound of water, the feel of the ground beneath your feet. This simple shift grounds you in reality, helping you break free from rumination and anxiety. Neurological research by Daniel J. Siegel suggests that this form of present moment awareness reduces stress and increases mental clarity, as it actively engages the brain's focus and emotion regulation centers. Psychologists have also demonstrated that practicing present moment awareness decreases impulsivity and increases emotional resilience, making it easier to navigate daily life without being overwhelmed. Over time, this skill becomes easier to maintain, allowing you to manage stress better and enjoy life's small pleasures. Buddhist teachings and modern psychology align in this regard, advocating for presence as a way to build a calm and observant mindset. By focusing on the present, you cultivate a mind less entangled in the pressures of past regrets or future worries, fostering a grounded sense of peace and satisfaction. Gratitude. Gratitude is essential to Buddhist philosophy and psychological well-being, promoting joy, appreciation, and contentment. Buddha emphasized that gratitude reduces envy, comparison, and dissatisfaction, freeing individuals from excessive desire. Contemporary studies, such as those by Robert Emmons, a leading gratitude researcher, show that gratitude practice fosters positive emotions, enhances relationships, and increases satisfaction. Expressing gratitude leads to a more optimistic outlook and helps individuals find joy in what they have rather than constantly seeking more. Exercise. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This exercise, called gratitude journaling, focuses the mind on positive aspects of life, cultivating an attitude of appreciation. Studies by positive psychology pioneers, like Martin Seligman, show that regular gratitude journaling boosts overall happiness and life satisfaction. Neuroscience research also shows that gratitude activates brain regions associated with pleasure and reward, strengthening pathways that encourage a positive mindset. Incorporating gratitude into daily life has been shown to improve mental health and strengthen interpersonal bonds. Expressing gratitude for loved ones, nature, and experiences can reduce stress and create a buffer against negative emotions. Practicing gratitude fosters a healthier perspective by focusing on abundance rather than lack, aligning with Buddha's teachings on contentment. Over time, consistent gratitude practice can rewire the brain, reinforcing a tendency toward optimism and resilience. Thus, gratitude, both an ancient and scientifically supported approach, serves as a powerful tool to transform one's outlook and bring more joy to daily experiences, grounding us in appreciation and positively influencing our well-being. Understand and regulate desire. In Buddhist philosophy, unchecked desire is viewed as a root cause of suffering, leading to dissatisfaction, attachment, and restlessness. Buddha taught that recognizing desires without allowing them to control us fosters a content mind. Psychological research by Roy Baumeister, known for his work on self-regulation, shows that acknowledging desires without acting on them strengthens self-control, reduces impulsivity, and promotes well-being. This mindset leads to greater intentionality and reduces the pursuit of fleeting satisfaction. Exercise. When you notice a strong desire, pause and reflect on its origin. Question whether this desire aligns with your long-term values and well-being. This exercise, rooted in acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, helps you view desires as temporary impulses rather than essential needs. By observing desires objectively, you can choose to act with intention rather than impulse. Psychologists have found that those who develop this skill experience reduced anxiety and enhanced self-control, improving overall life satisfaction. Over time, understanding and regulating desire becomes easier, creating a sense of freedom and reducing dependency on external rewards. This practice aligns with Buddhist teachings that encourage non-attachment, a state that allows us to find contentment within ourselves. Research in cognitive psychology suggests that managing desires thoughtfully leads to a more balanced life, reducing stress and supporting emotional resilience. Practicing this form of self-regulation, grounded in both ancient philosophy and modern psychology, helps transform desire into a source of mindful awareness rather than suffering, building a stable and grounded mindset. Cultivate non-attachment. Non-attachment, a key Buddhist principle, emphasizes experiencing life without clinging to outcomes, possessions, or expectations. This concept is distinct from detachment. It involves engaging fully in life while recognizing that things will change. Buddha taught that attachment creates suffering because it binds our happiness to external factors, which are often beyond our control. Psychologists such as Albert Ellis, the founder of Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, REBT, argued that non-attachment helps individuals maintain emotional balance by reducing dependency on external validation or achievement. Exercise. Reflect on an area where you feel attached to a specific outcome. Visualize the situation without a strong attachment to that outcome, allowing yourself to imagine peace regardless of the result. This visualization fosters a flexible approach to life's challenges. Research from acceptance-based therapies indicates that practicing non-attachment reduces stress, fosters emotional resilience, and promotes healthier relationships, as individuals stop projecting unrealistic expectations onto others. Cultivating non-attachment aligns with resilience research, which shows that those who adapt easily to change are more emotionally balanced and satisfied with life. Over time, this practice rewires our perspective, helping us remain open to new experiences without rigid expectations. By embracing non-attachment, individuals can navigate life's uncertainties more gracefully, finding contentment and peace within rather than relying on changing external circumstances. This approach, rooted in Buddhist philosophy and validated by modern psychology, promotes a resilient mindset that can face life's unpredictability with calm and balance, encouraging growth, adaptation, and inner stability. Engage in reflective journaling. Reflective journaling is a practice that aligns closely with Buddhist self-reflection, which Buddha encouraged to promote self-awareness and understanding. Writing down thoughts, emotions, and observations allows individuals to step back, examine their behaviors, and identify patterns that may cause unnecessary stress or attachment. Psychology research by James Pennebaker, a pioneer in expressive writing, shows that reflective journaling can improve emotional clarity, enhance problem-solving abilities, and foster a sense of mental well-being. Exercise. Each evening, write about situations that triggered emotional responses during the day. Reflect on what caused these reactions and consider any recurring themes or attachments. By regularly engaging in this practice, you become more aware of your inner triggers, allowing you to respond rather than react impulsively. This exercise also strengthens mindfulness by encouraging non-judgmental observation of your actions, similar to techniques found in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which emphasizes recognizing and reshaping thought patterns. Over time, reflective journaling can help you develop a balanced perspective, reducing emotional reactivity and encouraging personal growth. Research supports that those who journal regularly experience reduced symptoms of anxiety and increased mental resilience. By integrating this daily habit, individuals can gradually achieve Buddha's goal of self-mastery through self-knowledge. Reflective journaling not only nurtures a deeper understanding of oneself but also aligns with psychological practices that promote self-regulation and stress management. This simple yet powerful tool can therefore help bring Buddha's teachings to life in a modern, accessible way, creating clarity and fostering calm in the face of life's challenges. Adopt the beginner's mindset. The beginner's mindset, or Shoshin in Zen Buddhism, encourages approaching experiences with curiosity, openness, and a lack of preconceptions. This mindset, highlighted by the Buddha, promotes humility and fosters a sense of discovery, preventing us from becoming too rigid in our thinking. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows that viewing challenges as learning opportunities increases resilience, adaptability, and motivation. When we approach life with the beginner's mindset, we remain open to growth and new perspectives. Exercise. Engage in an activity you are familiar with, such as cooking or reading, with a fresh perspective. Notice details you may have previously overlooked, or try a new method. This practice helps reduce the autopilot effect, where routines become dull and unfulfilling. Neuroscientist Andrew Newberg's research on cognitive flexibility reveals that adopting a beginner's mindset improves problem-solving skills and stimulates brain regions related to creativity, helping you remain adaptable and open-minded. Adopting this approach brings a sense of presence to routine tasks, making everyday activities more engaging and joyful. The beginner's mindset encourages humility, enabling us to let go of preconceived notions and embrace learning from every experience. Psychologically, it builds a foundation for resilience, as those with this mindset are more likely to view setbacks as valuable lessons. By integrating the beginner's mindset into daily life, we create a dynamic, growth-oriented perspective that resonates with both Buddhist philosophy and modern psychological principles, nurturing lifelong curiosity and openness. Practice compassionate self-talk. Compassionate self-talk aligns with the Buddhist practice of metta, or loving kindness, and has been shown to enhance resilience, emotional balance, and personal growth. Buddha emphasized that kindness toward oneself is essential for cultivating inner peace and resilience. Psychologist Kristin Neff's research on self-compassion indicates that treating oneself with understanding rather than harsh criticism leads to lower levels of anxiety, increased emotional resilience, and improved mental health. Exercise. When you experience a setback or make a mistake, notice your self-talk. Replace any negative or harsh criticism with words of kindness and encouragement, similar to how you might speak to a friend. Neff's studies reveal that practicing self-compassion reduces self-criticism, increases motivation, and builds emotional resilience. By gently correcting self-talk, you foster a mindset rooted in acceptance rather than judgment. Over time, this creates a stable foundation for personal growth, as it encourages persistence in the face of challenges. Practicing compassionate self-talk allows for a balanced approach to success and failure, reducing perfectionism and promoting a healthy attitude toward setbacks. This form of self-compassion is also shown to enhance self-esteem, as it centers one's worth on inner values rather than external achievements. Integrating compassionate self-talk into your daily routine, as advocated by both Buddhist philosophy and modern psychology, nurtures a kind, resilient mindset that empowers you to face life's difficulties with confidence and self-acceptance. This simple yet profound shift in inner dialogue aligns closely with Buddha's teachings and can transform your approach to life's inevitable ups and downs. Copyright 2024 by AudioBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.